Greetings everyone. I wanted to do a book review video on some books that I would recommend every Christian have and read. I don't normally do book reviews, but out of 500 books that I have, there's 4 books that I really would recommend all Christians have. First of all, obviously, is the Bible. Every Christian should have their Bible, study their Bible, read their Bible. We use the King James Version. If you want to know about why we use the King James Version, you can go to our website and there's a teaching out there on why we use the King James Version. But for us, we use the King James Version. I might recommend the New King James Version, but that's about as far as I would go. I don't recommend any of the modern translations at all. So the Holy Scriptures, one book, 66 books containing in here, we believe it's 100% accurate, 100% authoritative. Every Christian should be reading their Bible and studying their Bible daily, every day. The next book is a little book that's about 300 pages long. It was printed in 1983 by Nav Press. The author is Jerry Bridges, and it's called The Practice of Godliness. Good little book on practical holiness, which is like everyday holiness. Very good little book. An example in here would be how far about holiness do we really go? For an example, if you take a pencil from your place of work, is that really stealing? And that's the kind of drill down effect that he has as far as practical holiness in the life of every believer. The next book is the book called Spiritual Depression, Its Causes and Cure. The author is Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones, and it was published by Eerdmans back in 1965. Very good book. I would highly recommend this book to every Christian to get and read this book. Very good book on things that happen in the life of Christians, why you might be melancholy, why you might be depressed, why you might be feeling down, and the cures for that, obviously from the Scriptures, what the cures are. A good example was in the Scriptures it says that when David was feeling down, that he strengthened himself in his God. So these are the type of things that he talks about in the book to fall back on in the Scriptures, and the reasons why you may be feeling this way, and the reasons why you're like this, and how to go to the Scriptures to get help from it. Highly recommend this book. The last book I would highly recommend every Christian get as well is The Life and Diary of David Brainerd, authored by Philip E. Howard by Baker. It was first published in 1949. This man, David Brainerd, was an unbelievable missionary to the Indians here in America. He was a contemporary of Jonathan Edwards, and I highly recommend every Christian get this book and read it. If you are thinking that you don't matter to God, if you think that your life is filled with a lot of problems, if you think that you're suffering under physical ailments, nothing compares to what David Brainerd went through. He tells you what he went through, times of spiritual darkness like you can't believe, yet through it all he really was a strong Christian, and ultimately in the end Jonathan Edwards took him into his home when he was dying of tuberculosis. And very good book. I would highly recommend both The Life and Diary of David Brainerd and Spiritual Depression to get those books. You could probably find them really inexpensively on Amazon. These are great books. Obviously, the Bible, as a Christian, you should be reading and studying and praying over your Bible every single day. Great books, especially the Bible. All right, so that does it for the book review.